Hello everyone, how are you? It's Rhonda Swan. Great to have you guys here. I decided to do this video here on my personal page because the topic is about how to navigate through these uncertain times, yet still remain or have a thriving business. Now, this is on my personal page, but I know that there are so many and a number of business owners that are actually here on my page. So I wanted to share a few things that we are doing in our company, in our business, and how do we maintain success, or how do we maintain a thriving business when things are feeling weird and crazy. Please, as you join me, let me know who's joining, where you're coming from. So there's a few things that we're doing. Now, first off, I want to give you one very certain way of looking at the scenario. The world looks like it's in complete chaos, right? There's so much happening. But as a business owner, we need to be mindful. We need to realize, right, that chaos happens. People tend to freak out. But where do they turn to? Who are they listening to? Now, I don't know about you, but I certainly have not been the one that is just diving fully only into social media, because I know propaganda. I know what happens. Doesn't mean I'm not taking seriously what's taking place around the world. So this is how I look at it. First off, you want to maintain as a resource, but a mindful resource to your audience, to your public, to your friends, to your families, but more importantly to your clients, especially if you run a business. I truly look at life and our families and friends kind of like the way we manage a business. If you are someone that's just going wild and crazy and freaking out and just talking about the chaos, what happens? You just create more chaos. So certainly, be mindful of what's happening. Be aware. Protect yourself. We know all the ways to protect ourselves right now with what's taking place. But what are we doing as a business owner? And how do you maintain your trust? How do you maintain your longevity? And how do you maintain really thriving in this type of economy? Well, first off, guys, I look at certain things. I look at pockets, right? Opportunity pockets. The greatest successes have happened during times of trouble. Now, sadly enough, that's the reality. So as a business owner, how do we navigate as a business owner that way? Well, first off, if you're in the market, look at what's happening in the market. Did you guys know that Zoom stock skyrocketed in the last 48 hours? Why? Because people are realizing that putting our content online, being directly connected to our audiences matters. So think about this. I want to give you kind of 3 special ways of how you guys can maintain. First off, again, be mindful. Be that person that is a resource and not a Debbie Downer. Don't keep driving into the garbage. We've got enough of that. Follow sources that are actually reliable, but start giving people real solutions. See, in times of shift, right now, being able to provide content and bring what you do online or connecting with your clients online, that is the next shift, right? So if you've been, or you're a content creator, or maybe you're a brick and mortar business, bring something in how you do and what you do online to keep your audience connected to you, right? So if you're a mindful resource, they will then continue to tune in. Secondly is, how can you actually provide value to someone, right? Provide value to them right now in your business, in your groups, in your communities. What can you do to keep people mindful, right? So ask yourself this question: what do I do now that I could do even better? And how can I help people shift their mindset, make better decisions, right? What do you do? Is your knowledge been productized? Meaning, for instance, we run a branding agency. We've launched over 135 new brands and products in the last 36 months. That's a ton. What does that mean? Because people are realizing that their knowledge is power. I don't know what's happening. You guys seeing I want to make sure you guys can see me. Can you guys let me know in the comments if you can see me? It keeps dropping in and out of my Wi-Fi, right? But I want you to see, I'm going to move over here. I want you to think about, right? So what can I do right now? Are you productizing your knowledge? Like, can you utilize this time? Can you utilize this time to actually productize and package up what you do? Can you take and write an outline of of how to help someone get to where you've gone so that they can get to where they want to be. See, the information age is going to soar even more than it ever has before. Why? Because people are realizing when shift happens, the ones that are on the curve are the ones that are going to get the eyeballs, or the ones that are going to get the attention. But more importantly, do you really care about what's going on? Do you care about society or the people in front of you? Do you care about your clients? So my best advice is look at how can you productize your knowledge right now? Can you take what you know and help someone else with what you've already learned, right? Or take your current business model. I was just having a call with a client. She's very large into real estate. And she's like, Rhonda, oh, the banks are freaking out. Like, I got all these employees. I got all these, all of my people that live, what are they called? Tenants, right? And I said, okay, great. What could you then do? How could you help these tenants stay and want to give their money to you when times are uncertain? So think about that. So this is what we came up with. As a business owner, how can you maintain your business sales, the integrity of your company? You work with your clients. You offer to them payment plans, ways that they can maintain working with you or continuing to utilize your services. But that might mean you have to change how you do it. So she's like, gosh, you're right. What if I offered them right now and said, look, I trust you as a tenant. Trust me if you can start paying weekly, right? Reducing what they have to their outcome, reducing what they pay you. Think of ways right now so that you don't put yourself into a struggle position, right? If you own a business, what happens then? Your clients go, wow, look what they're willing to do for me. Look what they're willing to do now to maintain, because I tell you, more than ever, people need the right source of information. They need the right mindset. They need the right people to follow. And they also really don't want to stop with their mentorships. They don't want to stop with their marketing. But if you don't make it easy for them to stay with you, they're going to freeze up and freak out. So I would always, in order to thrive, is to stay on the upswing curve. Right? So my client, I said, look, could you offer to your tenants right now to pay weekly what they've got so they can stay? She's like, oh my God, that's brilliant, right? But it was the same thing that went for her and my relationship. She wants to be published in some big articles. She's like, should I not do it? I said, look, I want you guys to go into your mindset. If you're starting as a business owner to freeze or halt advertising, you're freezing or you're halting the next steps, or you're freezing or halting product launches, things such as that, I want you to think about it. People are watching, right? Everyone right now needs a reliable source that's mindful, that's not freaking out, that's making strategic moves. So right now, more than ever, double down on your knowledge. Double down on the digital market, digital economy. Why? Does it mean it's all going to sell right away? Maybe not. But guess what? If you start leveraging and utilizing this time right now to either start relaunching, redeveloping, or start sharing your content on a daily basis, what will happen? You will become the one that they say, oh, wow, I'm so happy that you forced me or encouraged me to continue those little steps. Because now, after this 3-week, look, I'm not ignoring it. And I believe that we are part of a pandemic, but we also, as business owners, are so mindful. Yeah, Carla, I knew you would, girl, right? Is we got to be mindful, because I tell you what, when this veil lifts and the ones that are on the upswing, the ones that are on that next level that have not stopped, that have tapped their toe in now and are ready to launch something that people really need, guess what? You not only have a leg up, but you're also more credible. Your source is bigger. And as entrepreneurs, wow, we of all people, we are the ones that the world needs, because you know what? We don't stop. We keep creating. But if we shrink up and dive down and not showcase ourselves to our clients, or even our friends, our families, our communities, what happens? They say, well, hell, if the entrepreneurs are freaking out, I'm going to freak out, right? I mean, it's funny because I don't take things lightly, right? We looked at when the NBA, why did the NBA drop? That was a really scary point, especially as an entrepreneur. You're like, holy shit, nobody messes with their money that way, right? Nobody would mess with their money unless this is a serious thing. And it clearly is. but there's also going to be steps and stages that are taking place and reshifts of where money's going. So we have to be mindful. But remember, we as entrepreneurs, especially those that have a voice or have influence or have something to share to help other people's lives, especially the online business market, ways to bring and productize your knowledge, certain ways to stay healthier. Like, look at the opportunities right now. What you do right now may need to shift. How you do it may need to shift. Some of you might have been struggling. All of a sudden you're in, like an immunity booster company, and boom, your business soars. Think that way. Think that way. Just like my client thought she couldn't invest in anything more because her tenants wouldn't be able to pay her, realized she just had to think differently. I'm going to step in the pool because my toes are hot. She had to think differently. So how do we, as entrepreneurs, how do we thrive in a crazy economy? Just like we always have done. Because you know what? The economy's always been crazy, right? When 2008 hit, our family went massive into real estate. We doubled down into real estate. Well, guess what? 07 into 08, boy, did we have some trouble. Did we shrink up and fall in a hole? No, we stayed showing up for people, being mindful, right? When we started our traveling around the world, people were like, how are you even doing that? I said, because it keeps our mind in the right space. We don't need much. We need to know that we can be a voice and a vision for other people, that you can make it through. So be that for your audiences, your company, your clients. Be that for your family, if anything. And if you're an entrepreneur, or maybe you're not one yet, you know you need to be one, this is your time. This is your time to soar, to prepare. So what I want to recommend you guys do, first off, again, be mindful. Secondly, how can you add value now consistently? And thirdly, how can you provide alternative ways to keep them wanting to invest in you, right? Or wanting to continue to pay you. And that's payment plans, working with them, just ways that you can, like for instance, my contract, I adjusted one of my contracts that said your payment is due, final payment is due in 30 days. But as a company, we are mindful with what's taking place right now in the world. We are open at the 30-day mark to have a discussion with you. If you can't make final balances, we are open to creating a conversation behind maintaining a small payment plan so that we can maintain our integrity together. It completely blew my client away, but that's what we're doing. Right? So none of our clients are freezing. They're realizing they need to stay in the forefront. They're realizing they need to be a voice. And if you stop marketing, if you stop investing in yourself, like for instance, we are able to place our clients in PR and media. Wow, what a better source is to be in a Forbes or Entrepreneur Magazine and be that voice, right? So when things do settle down, people are like, you are the one that I want to follow. So guys and gals, I wanted to share this to you today. I was moved for it because I've been very mindful and I haven't gone live throughout all the chaos that's going on because I wanted to really strategically think about what's important for you guys now. What's important for all of us now? What can we do to maintain and allow our businesses to grow? We have to think differently. We have to do things differently. Change is inevitable. The more we can change, the better it'll be. And the more we can adjust to change, the happier our clients will be with what we're up to. So we're in Bali, and it's hot. Apparently they say the virus doesn't grow here. I don't know if that's true. But we are doing mindful things to maintain the integrity of our company, to stay in front of our clients, to help protect them and where they need to go, but never encourage them to stop. Because the moment we stop being entrepreneurs and creating new ideas is the moment that people fall back. So I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but I created a really killer course about what if you lost everything in 30 days, what would you do to get back on track? It was a chapter I wrote in a book with Russell Brunson, and I actually created a video course for it. I want to give it to you guys. So the first, let's say 20 people that actually comment down below, I'll give it to you for free. It shows you how to categorize, how to put your content together in a way that allows you to stay mindful and how to help others, but how to create omnipresence online, how to get your information and your message to the world in a better way, and how to productize your knowledge. And I want to give it to you. So whoever says down below, Comments down below. I'm unstoppable. I'll give you that course for free. Awesome, Denise, you got it. I'll make sure my assistant, Larcy, she'll reach directly out to you and she'll give you the link to get inside that course for free because I'm really about helping others and there's ways that we can do it and we have to be mindful, right? And I want to encourage all of you to know you are so valued. Don't shrink up and hide. Stay in front of everyone and just think differently. Let me know if there's any way I can help you guys. Some people have been reaching out going, what a better time now to get featured. We've reduced also our rates to be featured in Entrepreneur and Forbes, where our agency is working on your behalf. We've reduced those rates to help other people really capitalize on good media. That's what I'm about. Great media, right? And so let me know too if you're like, I want to know how I can be inside of those publications. I'll share with you more deeply about that. We're filling some really killer articles right now, how to naturally build your immunities and increase your lifespan. Expert digital marketers give their best advice on how to dominate their niche. Like really killer articles that Forbes and Entrepreneur want us to fill because the world needs better media. We need better information and you could be that source. So hopefully this helped all of you guys today. It's sticky here in Bali. Let me know where you're at. Don't forget to write down below. I'm unstoppable, and I'll give you my 30K and 30-day course, how to maximize your information and how to share it with the world. Thanks, guys. Let us know if we can be another resource for you. We're here for you. And don't forget to be unstoppable. Bye, everyone. Brand awareness is key in today's modern digital era. And with the rapid growth of social media platforms and the simplicity for all brands to compete on the same playing field, business owners have to start getting creative with how their brand message reaches their clients and customers. Hi, I'm Rhonda Swan, the CEO and founder of the Unstoppable Branding Agency and the Sexy Brand Building Formula programs, where we help our clients create a sexy brand through strategic brand marketing, image, and film. I believe every small business owner deserves to stand out in a sea of marketing messages and make their competition irrelevant with the right brand image, brand message, and strategy. If your brand and marketing is well thought out, but design and images look terrible, no one will take your business seriously. If your design is beautiful, but your marketing message isn't planned out so strategically, it will fall flat on its face. That's where our team comes in. We help our clients restructure their brand image with photo shoots and create a winning combination of strategic brand building through impeccable design and great storytelling through film. The world of business has changed. Because of social media, customers and clients are looking for transparency and connection. A business owner can no longer hide behind a website or rely on their services to attract the perfect client. They want realness and they want to see the truth behind the brand. As you can tell, we do things differently. And if that excites you, I want to invite you to book a consultation or join us at our upcoming VIP branding retreat and let us help you turn your brand into a sexy, profit-making machine.